in my time, there's a lot of people who go fishing, and I one day was reading a story about a man who wanted to buy a fishing boat really bad, and he scrimped and he saved for about 4 years, and it was a real struggle to save up all the money for this boat. Finally, finally he saved up enough money and bought the boat that he wanted at cost. The man was so excited that he finally got his fishing boat, and he took it out on his very first trip, and he was fishing for halibut. Now, halibut's a very long and thin fish. They get really big too. They look a lot like flounder. They have their eyes on one side and they swim along the bottom of the ocean floor. Well, he was fishing from dusk all the way until about afternoon, and all of a sudden he had his poles in the water. One of them caught. And so he grabbed hold of that pole and yanked on it, set the hook in, and started reeling in. Oh, it was a big one, about 200 pounds. And he reels it in and finally gets it in the boat. Finally gets this 200-pound halibut in the boat. It hits the deck floor and just starts flopping around everywhere. This fish is big, so it is hitting everything, knocking into all the tackle and the bait that he's got, and the chairs. It hits the chairs and throws those overboard, as well as the rods and reels that he had in. And just tears up everything, knocks it all overboard. And so he's freaking out, so he goes and hides in the cabin for a while. But this goes on. The fish is flopping around for about half an hour on the deck, and finally, there's blood on the windows and on the deck, and finally, after a half hour, this fish finally dies. And it's there, and the guy comes and slowly creeps out of the cabin. So he finally comes creeping out of there, notices that the fish is dead, heads back inland. And when you go fishing, and heads back inland, and he takes about $10,000 to fix the damage that the fish did to the boat. And in Alaska, where you go fishing for halibut, a lot of the times, if they're over 50 pounds, the people there, the fishermen, carry a gun on their hip, usually a .22. And if it's over 50 pounds, when they get it up to the side of the boat, they shoot the fish in the head to kill it so that it doesn't damage all their equipment in the boat.